Hey everybody, it's Tyler, and today we are going for a ride on my Sur-Ron Light BX in the woods. It's been a while since I've ridden it, so we're gonna pump up the tires, grease the chain, make sure everything's good to go, and we're gonna load it up in the truck, drive out, and go take it for a ride. Let's get to it. I haven't checked the pressures in a while, so we're gonna make sure they're all where they should be. It's cold, so things have probably gone down a little bit. All right, I put the front pressure up to 30. That should be decent enough. I'm gonna check the fork pressure. I'll make that 180, 160. This one also up to 30. Won't be needing this. This is one of my favorite tools that I have. It's a DeWalt pump and air mattress pump, useful for camping, pumping up tires, anything. This is a good thing to keep in your kit, to keep in your car. That way you can always pump tires up. All right, next I have some chain lube. I'm just gonna throw that on there. It's been a while since I've ridden it, so chain hasn't been lubricated in a while. All right, we're gonna load this thing up. You're gonna notice I don't have the battery in it because that saves about 30 pounds of lifting. I also have these hand guards on, which are literally the cheapest ones on Amazon. The whole point of those is really just so I can slide it in my truck and not rip the grips. That's the whole point of that. They're cheap, they kind of suck, but they get the job done. So let's lift this thing up. I used to think electric dirt bikes were whack, but try doing that with a real dirt bike. Or at least if you're not a freaking bodybuilder, you can't do that with a real dirt bike. But yeah, let's hit the road. All right, so we are on the road. We got about like a half-hour drive. This is just a spot on Rhode Island that I used to go riding after work all the time. Not sure if it's actually legal to ride there, but there's definitely some tracks and other people ride there. And the nice thing about it on a Sur-Ron, nobody hears you when you're there. So you're probably not gonna get caught anyways. I'm not gonna say where it is, just that way I don't blow up anybody's spot or anything. But if you look at the videos and you're familiar with the area, you probably will be able to tell where it is. But yeah, we're on the way there. We just got a like 25-minute drive. Then we're gonna get there, unload our stuff, and go do some riding. It's about 36 degrees outside today, so it's a little cold. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna last, but definitely a good day to get out there and do some riding because I haven't been riding since like September, so I'm due. It's time. We made it. Time to unload and get ready to ride. All right, cool. We're ready to go. Battery's installed. I'm gonna move my truck because it says not to block this gate. And let's get moving. And I gotta get away from the busy areas because you're not technically supposed to ride here. It's been a while. I usually park, but we're on the road. And I didn't want to take a long time filming right on the main road. way. Little spot, take a break. Sandy. There you go, there's the highway. Big drop. Ooh. Over the steep one. These stumps are tough. Let's see what we can do. Woo-hoo-hoo! No problem for the Sur-Ron. No problem. I know electric bikes are still kind of whack, but it's kind of like cheating. That would have been a lot harder on a real dirt bike, at least for me. No tree, no match. Sur-Ron's got it. We're using the quad lock phone holder, that way I tried not to get lost because I have a really poor sense of direction. Onward, let's keep riding. One thing that I bet would go a long way upgrading on the Sur-Ron is the tires. But mine still have tread. I like to get my money's worth out of stuff before I upgrade it, so we're just gonna run them until they're bald or they pop. And we'll reconsider. Yeah, it was just a random old paved pad in the woods. Yeah, I don't know what this is for, but it was for something. Someone spent money to put that there. That's steep. I know on the GoPro, nothing ever looks steep. Ever. So I promise you, these are steep. Found a pond. If only it was colder, we could do some ice riding. I don't trust this ice, and you shouldn't either. Let's turn back around. That's pretty cool. One of the things about a Sur-Ron is they gotta be the best exploration bike, I guess, because it's so easy to just pick it up, turn around if you have to. No problem at all. What do we do here? Like this, for example. Easy peasy. I know you can do that on a dirt bike, but not as easily as that. I think I'm gonna pass on going that way. Water's definitely pretty high right now, and I don't feel like getting cold and wet. I'm quite far from my truck. No thank you. Try a different way. this? Caution. Please be advised, timber harvesting is taking place in this area. Improve the health of the forest. Interesting. Cutting down trees makes them more healthy. Look at those big suckers. There's some big friggin' trees here. Oh boy. There's another... Ah, fuck, we can cross this one. Let's take a chance. There we go. Well, this has a bridge. Swampy over here. Like I said, it just rained. Just rained. What day was it? Sunday? Sunday it rained? No, Saturday it rained pretty good. Now it's Monday, so it's still pretty wet. The old Rhode Island rock walls, these things have probably been here for hundreds of years. Little Rhode Island fact, I don't know if this is the same about other places, but there's literally just rock walls everywhere in the woods randomly. And someone someday spent a lot of time on these. And they're just there, all over the place. You find them in the middle of the woods. Because we're in the middle of freaking nowhere. And there's just stacks of rocks. Pretty cool. Speaking of rock walls, there's an even bigger one over here. Huh. Oh, that one looks like a frame of something. That's kind of cool. Let's go in there. I'll check that out. That's pretty cool. I don't know what used to be here. That's funny. As soon as I talk about rock walls, we literally just roll up on like an old rock house. Maybe that's what this was. Maybe that was wood on top of it. Yeah. Here's all these rocks. Looks almost like a foundation or some sort of house. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a guy. There's a Sur-Ron hanging out. This thing's almost as tall as me. In the middle of nowhere. Pretty cool. Wait a minute. Oh, who's this? All right, that's creepy. This might explain why that other rocks are not too far nearby. It's just a little graveyard in the middle of the woods. It's a little spooky, especially when you look on a map and you realize how far we are away from everything. But yeah, let's get back on the trail. So I've done about 5 miles. We're kind of just playing around, not going too crazy. Just exploring, you know? That's what these Sur-Rons are good for, is exploring. Climbing. Glad I'm not on a mountain bike for that. I don't have any leg stamina. Alright, so we've been riding for about an hour and 15 minutes or so, and done probably over 6-7 miles. And we're gonna start heading back now, because I'm getting kind of tired. Starting to ride kind of sloppy. Make our way back to the truck. Oh boy, what is this? Oh God. Dude, I fucking suck. I can't ride this. I'm totally gonna be a pansy. Oh yeah, I'm walking this across. Not taking a chance. Sorry guys. Actually, shit, I don't even know if I can walk it across. Alright, well, let's hope I don't fall in the water. There's more. God. Yeah, I'm walking this. Too far away from the truck. I've literally ridden for like over an hour away from the truck. If I get wet and have to ride back, I'm gonna be an unhappy camper. You're playing it safe. Not talented enough for this shit. How about this one? We'll ride this one. We'll do that. I actually stopped to take some clips of me going up and down this road, and I found another one of those cemeteries. This one's on a road, but I figured I'd stop by and show you that before back towards the truck. Yep. Here's another one of the cemeteries. This one doesn't look quite as old as the other one, but it's still pretty old. Again, there's a logging road here, but there really isn't much else around. It's just interesting that these are scattered all over the place, kind of like the rock walls. They're just everywhere. Let's fit through here. Who's this guy? This guy with the flippers. That's kind of funny. I don't know who he is, but there we go. That's easier than what I did last time. There you go. This is a pretty waterfall for everybody. Wow. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, we'll clear this out of the way. This one. That's even worse. Let's fix this better. There we go. That's better. Last time I rode over ice, it wasn't on camera, but I ate shit, so learned my lesson. Alright, let's go to the center. See what's going on in here. There we go. yeah, we're out here in the dunes. I don't like riding in the dunes, but this is kind of where all the trails are centered around. So let's do a little 360 view. Ooh, sun's in my eyes. There's a bike. But yeah, figured I'd stop here, kind of show you guys the dunes a little bit before we head back to the truck, because it's kind of scenic. It's cool. But yeah, we're gonna ride back to the truck now. All right, those are the dunes. Gonna do a quick ride through them to show you guys, and then back to the truck. Back on. All right, let's take a rip. That works. Another water crossing. Which way do we want to go so we don't get wet? Alright, I should probably not do this with the sun in my eyes. We're parked not too far from here. My GoPro's dead, so that's it for GoPro videos. But we're gonna ride. We got another like 5 minutes to ride back to the truck, if that, and then we're gonna load this thing up and we're gonna get the heck out of here. All right, we made it back from our ride. Gotta load this thing in the truck. I prefer to do it pretty quickly because I don't think I'm really allowed to ride here. So the less time we have this out, the less time we can get caught. Just gotta take the battery out first, which we use 39%. Well, we have 39% left of our battery life. All right. Good enough. All right, we're loaded up and ready to go. All right, guys, we're back loaded up, ready to hit the road. We had a good day of riding. We did about maybe 15 miles or so. Rode for maybe 2 hours. Pretty good day of riding. Some decent trails, some new trails, some crappy trails, but good to get out and ride because I don't always get to do that. So much appreciative of when I'm able to get out and ride. Again, big fan of my Sur-Ron. I know electric dirt bikes are kind of whack to some people, but where I live, what I use it for, it's actually really great. I'm a fan of it, and I don't know if I'd be able to do things like this on a full-size gas dirt bike, so that's why I like it. I'll be posting a year review of the dirt bike, or of the Sur-Ron Lightbee X some point soon, but overall, I'm pretty pleased with it. Enjoy using it. I used to try to go out once a week. I don't do that anymore, but every other week would be nice, but definitely fun to take that thing out for a ride. It feels like I like mountain biking, but I don't like pedaling because I'm lazy. So this is perfect because it's so light. It almost feels like a mountain bike compared to a dirt bike, and you don't have to pedal. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to see more of stuff like this, outdoors, DIY, e-bike, dirt bike, stuff like that, please subscribe. It's much appreciated. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers, and we're making it there. Every single subscriber I get makes me smile. So if you want to make me smile, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.